stoic game plan. The neutral is immaculate for this player throughout the, just about everybody. Taco was the only person to bring him down to the wire so far, and now Taco is gone. Gamera is all that is left. There is only Zool.
But Gamera is absolutely not one that you can sleep on. This is a matchup that is largely agreed to be Percy favored. You know, very kind of similar sort of pace of gameplay between these two characters, but Percy just has that range advantage, that power advantage. The reward at mid-range is so scary and threatening. That's not even to say enough about stuff like the command grab, but here we go, intros rocking in this final set of the night. Tororo versus Gamera here in Grand Finals. Granblue Fantasy versus at Evolution 2022. We are up with Far Heavy into EX Stab and 3 stocks on the board.
Yeah, my Granblue Fantasy versus commentary career started with Far Heavy into EX Lurch Dragon. It's going to end with it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and you're seeing that stoic pressure, right? This is, it doesn't look offensive from Tororo's side, but he's quietly pushing Gamera towards the corner by doing basically nothing, because you know the second one of those buttons connects on you, you're going to take a lot of damage.
Trade so far, Gamera now opting for a little bit more mid-range fireball pressure. Lovely far medium, but no confirm out at this time. The delay on the fireball is going to get all that corner carry. Yeah,
normally you can just have such an easy time trying to dodge fireballs in this game, but you know, when Cheetah has the ability to slow hers down by charging it,
just a little bit too slow on the punish right there, and able to convert at that range with the far medium thanks to that pickup. All the damage from the SBA, the Eternal Ascendancy, not going to get the KO just yet.
Very close though, and you're basically in check situation. The overdrive comes out for Tororo, and now you could worry about all that increased damage, right? Just from the overdrive alone. You can't be chipped out anymore, so that's got to be a good peace of mind for Tororo.
Good tech on the throw and a good mash versus that. Not going to go for the DP ender. Instead, just opting for the chip. Wants to keep that DP online, just in case Gamera jumps at him.
Yeah, also wants to just get close enough that any hit will kill after this, right?
Yes.
So the knockdown is just good enough. Tororo using what little resource advantage on the health. That isn't there.
Superb whiff punish on that far medium. The G to far medium, one of the hardest buttons in the game to whiff punish, but when you have that range of Percival, you just have all the power in the world to do so.
Yeah, far medium, far heavy, Percival's staples. They're the bread and butter of this character in terms of whiff punish tools. Oh, there it is, another far medium, hit a counter hit. No reaction, but that's okay, because you're still getting what damage you can.
Yeah.
The fireballs are starting to add up for Gamera, though, and so earlier we talked about how much whiff punishability you can do versus that far H, and you know, that fireball shows it.
Yeah, and all of that kind of cracking into Tororo's patience, just wanting to kind of drive his way in, and Gamera capitalizing as a result.
Oh, got the 2M! Not going to be able to fully convert, just a bit too late on the far medium. The low's coming out, yeah, immediately Tororo on the reaction. The overdrive comes out, and again, we're in that exact same situation, but there's a lot more health on Gamera's side.
And there is spot dodging the fireballs. Oh! Wow! The close medium into the EX stab. Tearing away that HP, and the confirm into SPA. Wow, that HP was gone in mere seconds.
Is it possible to ever count Tororo out regardless of health value?
If you have that overdrive on deck, let me tell you how much damage that EX stab does. It does almost 3,000 damage by itself. Combos into it will do over 4,000 damage from those far pokes. It is terrifying, so you can never ever count a character and a player of this caliber out.
Oh, I mean, showing just the comebacks from every single moment. Now you got to start to wonder if Gamera is going to be very worried about the overdrive, right? Because that has just been the detriment of Gamera's offense once the life total has been far enough down that it looks like you're about to win. The far H is not going to be followed up.
Yeah, this time going for the charged fireball again. That's catching Tororo off guard. The ranges at which Gamera is using these fireballs force Tororo to kind of make a read on them rather than go by pure reaction.
Oh yeah, just barely in there, right back at you. You know, that was payback from the previous game. I'm going to catch your medium this time.
Yeah, superb whiff punish coming out from Gamera. Great situation. Good tech on the throw, the safe jab, and that's going to be the end of the round.
Yeah, that is the bread and butter of Granblue Fantasy versus offensive pressure structure, right? Is being able to do the safe jab.
Yes.
The safe jab is going to have to come out versus a lot of the Dragon Punch characters. Percival obviously being one of the stronger ones for that. So you have to be ready for it. 5H and confirmed.
Safe jab again. Not going to go for the big boy close H count hit. Just wants to go for the stable, simple punish. Gets the count hit, but doesn't get a proper confirm. Doesn't matter though. Maintaining that momentum with the rush.
Yeah, and it just seems like the explosiveness of the offense from Tororo is completely out of nowhere a lot of the time. You see for a good 40 seconds, he's just going to do nothing, right? And then the second you give him an inch, you're done.
It's a truly terrifying way to play this character. No follow-up after the count hit 2M.
Oh. Tried to get a whip punish on that, but it was not just fast enough, and that allowed Gamera to dodge. Full conversion because of it.
Yeah, surprising that Gamera was able to come out on top in that situation. Usually, after spot dodging that 214 HL, it actually leaves the spot dodger negative, so Percy can take his turn a lot of the time.
Whatever Tororo tried to do was just slow enough that it helped out Gamera. 5Ms are just going to be back and forth. This is going to be the name of this Grand Finals is 5M, right? Like, that's just what's going to happen. These are the best buttons for the toolkit, and they're going to be the best buttons for confirming as well, as Tororo finds another one.
5M for both characters, as you mentioned, the name of the game. Goes for the sweep. Oh, the DP! Most likely unintentional. Maybe wanted to run up 2L.
I'm going to say that I think that was intentional personally because, you know, if you're looking to stop somebody's offense, doing a DP in the middle of their attempted guard string can really think about, make them double think their mental, right? It can make them think about their guard strings, because in this game you want to incorporate a lot of staggers. You want to incorporate a bit of a gap so the opponent can, you know, choose the wrong option. And so you need to try and shut that down early. So that's one of the reasons I think it was possibly there. But if it was a mistake or not, Gamera was able to just demolish it.
Absolutely, yeah. And honestly, because obviously this game has the easy input, the one button DPs, it's it's a lot easier to implement those DPs in between block string pressure than it is in a lot of other games.
Ooh, yeah, wow, Samurai just recovering just in time to have to be able to get around that fireball, and now finding a bit of a barre himself is Tororo. Normally Gamera has been the barre god, but...
Right, count hit 2L into the 2M. Getting all that corner carry from Jita.
Okay, yeah, was trying to use the EX fireball to catch a dodge from Tororo, because that has been happening a lot, but not going to be required here. Infernal Ascendancy, I don't think it kills, but I think it puts you in a check situation, right? So this is where Gamera is going to have to think about overdrive, because of so many other times prior.
Yes. And the overdrive as well is going to be back behind 5 stocks on the side of Tororo as well, so those hits are really going to hurt if he gets them.
And that's why you can just see how slow Gamera has changed this, you know, because the offense was all there a moment ago, but that could change here. Now that Tororo has found it. No, the 2M. Again, a barre god strikes.
Amazing option to contest right there. Gamera now with a slight lead here in this set.
Oh, what a whip punish right there, using the Vorpal Blade at the end of the 5H.
Oh, because of the count hit right there, wasn't able to actually get the tick throw.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta account for that. You're already thinking about the tick throw before you even do it. There's the low off the Lord Strike.
Blocks all around, checking each other at mid-range with those 2Ms.
They're also trying to stop each other's offense with 2Ms in the middle of the stagger pressure, right? Trying to make it so the stagger pressure is less prevalent. But it's just going to come out. You cannot deter somebody at this higher level because they got here for a reason. Being deterred is not one of them.
Yeah, and the opening from the Vorpal Blade right there. Tororo just having a little bit of a hard time getting out of this corner. The far medium, here we go, into the medium stab this time.
Oh, there it is again, a far medium right into Vorpal Blade. This is close enough.
Yeah. All that corner carry once again. Gamera getting another game on the board. 2-1. Only one game away from a bracket reset here in Grand Finals.
Yeah, and Gamera, just, I mean, look at him. He's just so, I don't know how he stays calm in this. Like, maybe he's screaming internally, but it's like...
It's definitely not showing. Honestly, after this, he should probably go to the poker tables. Because he's got a damn good poker face on him.
But I feel like with the masks, everybody's got it, right?
You can tell with the eyes.
Oh, yeah, true. But, you know, taking a second right now is Tororo. Because, yeah, I mean, he does have to think about this. You may have the bracket reset available to you, but if you're continuing to run into this over and over, then the bracket reset, you know, may be null and void. And gamera, again, offensive starts. You've noticed that gamera has started to go way more offensive at the very beginning when it's almost the time to be able to take a game, right?
Yeah.
Like,
oh! He went for light command dash right there instead of medium. There's no punish coming out from gamera though, and the 2M just to interrupt that stagger.
Now all the way to the corner again, thanks to Vorpal Blade. The jump over is going to happen. Oh, it wasn't a full confirm, but oh, no way!
That's a huge damage confirmed!
Is that death? Hold on! Okay.
Oh, he wasn't close enough to the corner, but that could have potentially been death. He was just a little bit closer.
Oh man, that was so close right there. Yeah.
Didn't believe right there either. Oh. Good challenge this time coming out from Tororo.
And another round here for Tororo coming back, and yeah, I mean that one simple confirm right there had to have been enough morale to get Tororo back into things, right?
Yeah. Oh, great bait on the DP right there. That's going to be a hard knockdown in 5 travel rate stops.
Yeah, had to use the DP anyway because Lord Strike was not available and neither was Rushdown, so. Yeah, okay, you remember, the X Fireball is no longer available. The Dragon Punch might be, but there's the Whip Punish on the 2M with a 2M of their own.
Amazing Whip Punish right there. Once again, the mid-range game leaning a little bit more towards Tororo's favor this time. Gets the counter hit 2M, no follow-up afterwards. Oh. There's the rush into EX stab, one more hit. And the tech throw will do it. 2-2 now. Tororo only 1 game away from becoming your Granblue Fantasy versus Evo champion.
Yeah, and you can tell Tororo really wants this. Every time a round or a game has ended, has gone to the phone and checked the notes, right? Really, really wants this, has prepared for this.
Yes, absolutely.
Gamera, though, falling asleep.
You need to be prepared against a player of Gamera's caliber, and you know something that we have not seen in this top 8 at all, Ebonic.
What would that be, Vera?
We have not seen a single use of that 5U from Percival. Tororo has not used that button at all. So I'm wondering if he's keeping that in the back pocket for this final game.
X-Seal does seem like a break glass in case of emergency right now because, yeah, you're totally correct. It has just not shown up. He's been fine with throwing. He's been fine with using far medium on the whip punish.
Yeah.
And he is now fine with the offense.
He doesn't choose to challenge right there. Just remaining conservative.
Oh, I don't think that was intentional. That had to have been a rushdown, I would assume.
Didn't have the meter for it. Maybe just wasn't paying enough attention there. Lovely confirm into the EX.
Oh, EXs are going to clash, but yeah, Jita has that privilege of having a stronger fireball durability, but the rushdown having the privilege of strike invulnerability.
And now Tororo is 1 single round away from being your Granblue Fantasy versus champion here at Evolution 2022. All he needs is 1 more, and that is the start of it. Far medium into EX stab.
Yeah, and I like that immediately with the trauma right stacks rather than going the knockdown, right? It's setting up rather than just getting overzealous and trying to do stuff.
All right, the very, very, very important far medium challenge right there from Gamera, pushing all the way to the corner. Control now reversed.
And Gamera trying to fight back. Was looking for the DP after the low, I would think, from Gamera. Because, like, you know, the low is normally when somebody takes their turn back, but probably expecting Dragon Punch thanks to all those trauma attacks. The far medium is going to get rushed.
Again, superb with punish all the way to the corner and all of this damage.
Yep. Oh, yeah, got that another
double counter
trying
hit.
to press more buttons. I think Tororo really wants this so bad, was trying to make it happen off of Vabare's sake.
Yeah, a lot of scaling on that sequence, so not going to get the KO and no access to Eternal Ascendancy either.
Yeah, that rushdown has paid off a lot though, so Eternal Ascendancy may not have been the game plan from the get-go. And there's a rushdown. Okay, so we have the plus frames. Tororo staying stoic again. Oh, and whip punished again!
Wow, I think the slight hurtbox shift maybe from that EX Vorpal Blade allowed for the whip punish opportunity. Gamera now 1 round away from resetting the bracket here at EVO 2022.
It would not be an EVO story without this last game, last round shenanigan. As another Vorpal Blade punish comes out of Gamera, and you can check the spacing is just so deliberate from the both of them.
Yes. Very much so. A little bit of damage from the Light Schneider and gets the knockdown from the EX.
Oh, the 5H, but no punish this time. That's one of the rare times that Gamera has not reacted, but there's the meaty at the farthest range. Big hit here, big chance for Gamera.
And the lights, just the immediate pressure, the far medium. I think this should be a bracket reset, Ebonic.
Well, we're going to have to check that the Eternal Ascendancy is going to come true. There it is. It is going to be a little scared. It might be close. That's going to be a bracket reset. Oh,
bracket reset from Gamera now. Both players only need to win one more set here at Evolution 2022 to become your champion.
And the crowd is living for it. Once more Granblue, as we all do. Tororo has to double check these notes, has to figure out what to go for now. I mean, it was very close. That last round, though, violence from Gamera.
Very, very much so. Needed to just inject that little bit of extra pace to really catch Tororo off guard, prevent him from being able to do what he wanted. And now it is Tororo's turn to adapt in kind here in this Grand Finals reset.
Yeah, and I do not blame Tororo for taking as long as possible to double check these notes, as long as possible to double check your mindset, because that, you're about to win the tournament. Some people break from that when they've lost it, right? Yeah. You can't break from that. Tororo knows that.
Yeah, it's absolutely paramount to maintain your composure, to just understand what you were doing well and understand where you can find the holes in your opponent's game plan.
Yeah, I think Tororo probably recognized that he wanted it a little bit too much and started to go for maybe a bit too much of Are when Gamera was showing meaty almost every time. There's the throw, it's gonna get teched. Gamera not employing the same game plan as versus Taco, where it was just, you know, jab throw, and you know, you just take as much. It's more stagger pressure this time versus Tororo.
Tororo once again being very patient on defense, manages to get the opening even though the far medium was blocked. And again, the combo into that FBA. Technical input going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's going to be just barely not a kill. But the thing is okay, so we're in that previous situation that we saw from the very beginning of the first set, right? Where you're in overdrive range for Tororo, and you've got a prayer and a dream. He's made the comeback before, so I just can't count him out.
Absolutely not. But again, clipped by that EX Vorpal Blade. Maybe Tororo starting to run a little bit on fumes right now, running out of steam after all of these intense sets that he's had with these incredible competitors.
Yeah, one thing that Soul Calibur taught me in my time with the game is that catching people's timings can be so important. And if you keep watching the way Gamera is doing this, he's catching so many timings. And that is why. He just understands when Tororo is going to do something. And then the 2M hits, the fireball hits, the far M hit. You get the whip punish on the 5-8 because your spacing is ridiculous. Gosh, yeah, it's just so hard to be able to move forward if you're Tororo, because you've already been in this situation before. You know what Gamera is capable of.
Yeah, this is just such a tense situation. You really don't want to be losing all of that HP once again. Gamera not quite at 100 just yet. Amazing whip punish right there with the far medium. All right, finally. Excellent back shift, but it gets punished.
Oh,
not a big punish
conversion, though. Yeah. And then now, what situation was great for Gamera has turned to Tororo's side, and he was able to capitalize this time, whereas Gamera was unfortunately unable to.
All right, one round apiece here in this Grand Finals reset. Ooh, didn't believe enough to go for the EX stab after that 5H.
Oh yeah, and actually rare non-confirmed from the 2M, but it's going to get the Vorpal Blade on this one. And again, this is about checking people's timings. Gamera just seems to be immaculate at doing so.
Oh, big jump in right there from Tororo.
Oh, 2M is actually going to catch the run forward. Remember, in this game, there is no ability to directly block after a run. You have just a little bit of that frame.
That side switch, though, from Gamera. Key jump out, now going to get a ton of damage.
Okay,
oh, get side switch!
Trap! Super Skybound out on this one!
I don't think this is going to get the KO. It was scaled down from the auto combo. He's going to live on a sliver, I'm going to say. Oh! No, never mind! It gets the KO! And Gamera taking the first game here in the Grand Finals reset.
Oh my goodness, so close. And again, Gamera's morale has to be at absolute maximum, because before it was, you know, comebacks from OD, from Tororo, and now no longer has that been happening. He has just been solid and just very strong at being able to keep Tororo away from the game plan he so wants. Oh, yeah, run up afterwards, because, you know, you are using the dodge to be able to, you know, get some of that frames back after the 5H, right? So then Gamera's like, okay, that means you're down a few frames. I'm technically plus here.
And particularly on a character like Vera, who has one of the fastest run speeds in the game. Real nice to have. And you will take that random far medium with no confirm just to get out the corner. But Tororo is bleeding right now. Great rush confirm right there.
And we just saw something new from Tororo. He's really digging deep, like, you know, is just needed. The new thing is that Lord Strike into no follow-up, right?
Yes.
Oh, but yeah, catching the Vorpal Blade, and that's something that Gamera's been getting a lot of mileage out of, is that Vorpal Blade catching the timings of Tororo. So maybe starting to rethink when he's pressing buttons and look for the Vorpal Blade instead.
Yes.
Oh, okay. The spot dodge got caught! A lot of people tend to think spot dodge is one of the safest things you can do after a clash, but there are ways around it to catch the recovery frames. Gamera scouted it out, Gamera takes the round.
Excellent stuff to Gamera right there, and it really looks like the cards are just falling into his side of the field right now. Gamera has so much control.
Yeah, sneaking in the Trauma Rise stack on that one, I like that. You know, it's one of the things where you're seeing a lot less immediate buffing presses from Gamera, so you get a Trauma Rise stack every now and then just due to the fact that he's doing nothing.
Yeah.
The little things to get your resource game buffed up is just going to make all the difference in a level of play like this. But again, another Vorpal Blade at the right time.
Just both of these medium and EX Vorpal Blades have been so crucial for Gamera. Good techs on the grabs, and blocks on the stackers as well.
The defense is so stalwart, it's ridiculously hard to crack. Oh, the 5H is going to connect as well!
Yeah, just about, finally.
Yeah, but there it is, another far medium from Gamera, has the rest available, has the Vorpal Blade on EX, and then also has the corner.
Yeah, not gonna get a punish due to the spacing right there. Gets the counter hit, can confirm it's SBA from that. Not gonna get the KO just yet, but in a great position is Tororo.
I mean, when you have the life lead like this, but the thing is, remember, Gamera has Super Skybound on deck and OD. Yes. There could be one hit confirmed into down. One throw here. Another, oh yeah, face it out with the OD. Now can't be chipped out.
Is the DP gonna come from Tororo maybe? Just try and relieve the situation.
Yeah, trying to make it so that the chip cuts are gone too. You notice that there's a lot of just straight hits, but there it is finally, the medium.
Stuffing it out once again. Now Gamera in the driver's seat, one game away from becoming your EVO 2022 champion here for Granblue Fantasy Versus. Tororo was so close in that previous set, but it's gradually slipping away from him. Can he maintain that composure?
Composure is what is going to be needed to maintain, because Tororo, I mean, you really have to figure something out right now. This is you're running on sweep, because Gamera has been hard pressed to find a moment that he's not comfortable. It was what it feels like anyway. Okay, checking the notes again. Has decided that, you know, whatever information that he's gleaned from that is good as he's getting back into it. So we are on a tournament game here for Gamera. There's going to need to be a 3-0 sweep if Tororo wants it.
Yeah. And again, these EX Vorpal Blades just catching the moments where Tororo wants to move. Right, finally introduces the DP on defense to relieve that pressure.
I mean, at this point, you're not doing it, so you got to start bringing out the new stuff. And there it is again, that EX Lord Strike.
That's the first exit, but it gets blocked. The follow-up, unfortunately, missing the timing.
Yeah, I think Tororo recognized that, hey, like, I've not been doing DP on defense, I've not been doing X Seal, I've not been jumping out, and now they're seeing everything that is new come out.
All the stops are being pulled right now from Tororo.
God, Gamera's game plan is just so solid, though, that, like, even when new stuff is introduced, it seems like you can just continue doing similar things. But full conversion into the SBA.
I'm not sure if it was close enough for the... No, it was close enough for the cinematic. Still not going to get hit the KO, though.
And regardless. Oh, probably trying to just roll out of there. I'm not sure. Ended up getting hit by the JU. Too high, though, to get a full confirm. And now Rush is available to confirm off of anything for Gamera. So yeah, you know that Tororo can't press too much.
Yeah, he's got to be very careful here, even with this life lead. Good dodge on the fireball.
Yeah, the far medium's coming out just as pensive as possible, not trying to do it too many, conserving. And there it is, the Rush. And you were talking about the endgame nature of Rush and how strong it can be, but jumps over the throw.
Wow, what a jump right there. And look, the clock was only at 50 seconds left. And now Gamera one single round away from becoming your EVO champion.
And having to do so from losers as well.
All right, but that's a good start for Tororo. Finally gets the corner control, has the pressure situation, but the 2M answer from Gamera. He is a man possessed right now.
And this is a different Gamera than we've seen an entire time.
Wow,
is able to confirm off of anything. Right into the rush. The Tororo is going to get tagged here again. He tries to jump out.
Big jump out from Tororo. Finally blocks the Vorpal Blade, gets a full
No!
block. No punish either. Uncharacteristic drops coming out from Tororo right now.
You can tell the nerves are hitting hard right now for Tororo. Is able to get the far medium into rush though. That's important.
Very, very much so.
Oh,
again, the 2M.
Is that gonna do it? There it is! And Gamera is your Evolution 2022 champion from the losers bracket.
Taking it over past Titans in the bracket, taking it over Ren, taking it over Taco after getting knocked down by him, and now finally the double set over Tororo. Gamera is here.
Gamera making a statement with such incredible reaction, such a solid game plan.